Hi everyone, my name is Kaitlyn. Before we get started, I just would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity and to thank you for listening. So the main reason that I am interested in becoming a stenographer is the fact that it allows me to help people. I really enjoy helping people and I find it to be very fulfilling and rewarding, and it just makes me happy to know that I have made a difference in someone else's life. The second reason that I am interested in becoming a stenographer is the fact that it gives you a lot of opportunity to learn about the human body. I find the human body and its functions to be very fascinating, and I think that this career gives you a lot of opportunity to learn about the human body and to continue to learn about the human body as your career progresses because you can always learn new things. So I didn't always know that I wanted to become a stenographer. What stemmed me for my love of helping was originally animals. So as a little girl, I always took in strays of cats, cows, dogs, pigs, you name it, I probably brought it in. I really enjoyed nursing them back to health, and so this is what made me decide that I wanted to become a veterinarian. So to make sure that's what I wanted to do, then about I'd say 3 years ago, I took two different jobs at two different local dairy farms. And my job there was overall animal care and health. So I would help with the birthing of cows, I would help with giving them IVs and shots and administering oral meds if needed. My job was just really to take care of these animals, make sure the herd of these cows were overall healthy and happy, and just making sure everything was going okay. So after about 3 years, I decided that this really wasn't what I wanted to do. I really enjoyed helping, but working with animals wasn't as fulfilling as I thought it was going to be. So I sat down with my mom one night, who is a RN at my local hospital, and said, I think I want to work with people. I really enjoy helping people. And she said, maybe you should go to the hospital and job shadow to see if there's anything that you want to do there. So I job shadowed nurses and I also job shadowed in the radiology department. Nursing, after that, I realized that wasn't what I was interested in. That's not what I wanted to do. And radiology was much more my speed and much more interesting to me. So I watched x-ray procedures, CT procedures, mammograms, and finally I was able to watch ultrasound. And this is what really was interesting to me. I was very excited, and so I asked the local tech if I could come back and watch, and she was very nice and encouraged me to come in at any time. So there was many hours and days that I stayed up at that hospital and watched different kinds of procedures. So I was lucky enough to be able to watch a lady who is specialized in all three branches of ultrasound. She reason behind this is because our little hospital is very limited. There's normally only one tech on shift, and you have to be able to know most things so you can help the wide variety of patients that come in. So she has been able to show me general, echo, and vascular procedures. So my understanding of the general procedures is that you are looking at your internal organs in the abdominal cavity, making sure there's no abnormalities, making sure the functions are working and doing as they're supposed to. Sometimes it's obstetrics with babies, making sure the baby and the heartbeat is all right. Sometimes it's in the breast, making sure there's no lumps in those breasts. Sometimes in the neck, the thyroid, checking all those different things. For echo, my understanding of that is it's just the heart. You're going to measure the wall thicknesses, make sure all four of those chambers are working as they're supposed to. You're going to make sure the valves are working, watching the blood flow to make sure they're working, as well as just making sure the heart in general is working as it's supposed to. And lastly, vascular. While I watched these procedures, it wasn't as many. I didn't see as many of these. So the ones that I did see, it was in the thighs, all the way down the leg, to compress those blood vessels to make sure there's no clotting. As well as working with the cows and working and watching and job shadowing at the hospital, I also obtained my medical assistant phlebotomy license through the Northwest Washington Schools of Phlebotomy. I was able to get my certificate from them and send it into the state Washington Department of Health to get my license. So I am both licensed and certified to draw blood in the state of Washington. So I know that sonography comes with dealing with sick and dying patients, and I have a lot of experience in that actually when working with the cows. Unfortunately, cows do get sick and do die. So my philosophy on that is sometimes it's inevitable and it's very sad, but what's the most important to me was to try to make those cows comfortable as possible. Try to make them happy, do what you can for them while you can. Just try to keep them as happy as you can in their last few minutes or weeks or months or whatever it was. It's just important to me that they were happy and as comfortable as they could be. And that's the same philosophy for me with patients. When I was watching and job shadowing, I did see lots of sick and dying people, but for me it was most important to try to be a light in their life, try to make them comfortable, try to make them happy as I could. So after being able to watch all these different procedures, I decided that if I were to be accepted into Bellevue, I would like to specialize in general ultrasound as well as attach vascular on later down the road, as the information session said you could. The reason behind this is that I think it is important for me to be able to be as versatile as I can, because my ultimate goal is to come back to my small community where, as I said earlier, it's important to be able to know more things than just, say, echo. I want to be able to help more people than just people that have heart issues, because at the little hospital that I hope to return to, there's a very wide variety of patients that come in, and it's important to be able to help as many as you can. I would just like to thank you all again for this opportunity. I hope to hear back from you soon, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.